views from what most of them are saying is that they are more interested in grabbing power than addressing the issue of the country per se.
Yes.
The imbalance. So that's why I said I don't want to be a part of any coalition that is about grabbing power.
Exactly. Baba, there's something you mentioned. You know, I don't miss your program. Yesterday's program, you said it yourself. The person that arrested Sore and the reasons they are given, it doesn't align. No. You cannot arrest somebody in Lagos and then take him to Abuja, and then the Abuja is saying what's the court saying? The jurisdiction. Yeah. Which jurisdiction? So everything is upside down, lopsided, and you always say it sometimes. You say one ministry that doesn't have anything to do with certain things, we go and make purchases, and they will say, "Is this ministry?" You'll be shocked. You'll be like,
And now,
what is the business of this?
This Ministry of Education renovating palaces in
exactly,
or Ministry of Agriculture. Constructing solar street lights,
solar panel. Exactly.
And you be like,
it makes sense,
what's the correlation?
What's the correlation? So everything is, apart from the fact that we needed to, in a normal situation, if things were normal, we needed to change the Western education that was given to Africa, to Nigeria. We now compounded it and over-compounded it that we don't even know. Every year they read budget, we don't know, they're just reading it to pay themselves so that they can just siphon the money without doing anything. So everything is upside down. The jollof rice is just like jollof rice. You cannot clean it again to be white rice. You just throw it away and start a new one. That's where we are. But so that was what I picked from that thing that Obi said. And then coming to
that alone should remind everybody that those who are claiming to want to rescue Nigeria do not really have Nigeria at heart, and that should be concerning. So there is no, it is not yet Uhuru.
It's not yet Uhuru. And Nigeria this corruption is too much, and the Nigerians are tribalistic people. So that is even compounding the problem. Who wants to come and die for another person?
None.
If you start to come now, they will say, when Igbo was coming up with all his energy, when he was still an honest person, the other one, what's his name? Gani Adams was telling you, be careful, this and that and this. They were not aligned. Now that one is quiet. This one now came up, and I know the other one we antagonized. And they are not aligned. So when we are not aligned, we want to stand up for who? Because the place is not a real place, Seth. It's not a real place.
Prince, thank you so
much.
How
do we want to sit down now?
Yeah.
Baba, thank you.
God bless you. Thank you so much for adding yours
God bless
to this, okay? It's a really heated room tonight. And here is Emoji.
Hello,
sir. Hello, sir.
Hello, Maya. Good evening from here.
Good evening to you. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Well, very well. Thanks for asking.
Mayagu, it's very, very unfortunate that the lady they called the first time that they made educated people to be people that are singing now, turn them to musicians or tongue criers, if I may say. And coming to Cham also and what she said. Yeah, what she said is what everybody wanted, and I like how you balance it. There are some things Showore will say, Obi will not say. There's things Obi will not say, Showore will not say. But from this interview they did Obi today, from what he said, we can see a little bit fighter in him. The reality has dawned on him now. For him to say that, there's another thing behind it, So I believe, because Nigerians are wonderful people, they obey laws. When you see them at the airport flying back to Nigeria, that little locker they used to put there to board you in, they will be obedient. But once they
and all that.
Orderly, but once they stamp them to go in the plane, you see them fighting with this where to put their loads on top. People will be fighting inside the plane. So I believe if a strong hand, the only problem Nigeria have is the Fulanis, those people that oligarchy that have a entitlement mentality. So that's the only problem. And Obasanjo tried to do it. Obasanjo did it. Like the lady said, he liked what Tinubu is doing. That was exactly what the other man said yesterday. You can't tell me, you cannot tell me that Tinubu is the right person or whatever he's doing it good. This thing what Tinubu is doing now, Obasanjo did it halfway before Jonathan came in. He tried to remove the feeding bottle from their mouth. And that time they were shouting, they hate Obasanjo that time. But when Obasanjo told Jonathan to step aside, let him finish that job. So Jonathan now deceived, went to the north, started building their Almajiri school for them. And at the end of the day, they disappointed him. Going back to what Obi just said, Obi has done a lot of meetings with them, and he has seen that these people are still the same people there. So the best thing, for my own opinion, the best thing is just to bomb that place. Destroy it, scatter that place. Everybody go their way. Bomb them. See, because we keep on talking. I heard when you ask somebody, have they ever heard anywhere in the Western country that singing solidarity? No. In Nigeria, solidarity is hospital. Solidarity is come and build school. Solidarity is come and build road. So, and those people singing solidarity, when you turn back, you see them sharing envelope. So they should destroy those places, bomb that place down. A carpenter can never be a shoemaker. In Nigeria, a carpenter is not a shoemaker. All these ones, like these scholars, President Adebayo said, you see a interior minister doing a Ministry of Works job. You see, look at Wike getting the best minister. So, but for that. But that award, I believe, is deceived. They want him to calm down, but I believe they are sending Wike away very soon. No. I believe Tinubu want to discharge him. He wants him to calm down. If you watch him, Tinubu is a cunning man. You see what he told Abati? Oh, I down my cap for him. Now they gave him an award as a best minister. So he wants him to calm down. And he's now working with Fubara because he needs that River State in 2027. If there will be 2027. Thank you so much, Mayezu. Bomb that place down.
You have a very good job, Baba. So our time is gradually rounding up, and indeed, because I used overused my time earlier, that's why we have this extra 12 minutes to go. So if you are still interested in contributing to this conversation, your time is now. Indeed. Let me take this, and we must make it snappy too, because we can still allow one or two other people to contribute. Hello there.
Baba.
Baba.
Good
evening, sir. How are you?
How's your family?
Oh, we thank God. Oh, thanks so much for asking.
Yeah. Now, two things I want to say light on. I sent you a video now with the other number.
Okay.
That video is about. I don't know if that video is somehow AI manipulated. And I saw it online, and I picked it up and I sent it to you. It's something about Congo, their gold,
Okay.
Yeah, you see that. But that's not what I want to talk about.
In it. Go on.
No. I mean, I sent you a video, you just see it and think it's real. It's how people, what is happening in Congo, you see the gold on the floor and people are saying, the guy is saying, in French, he said, this country is blessed, so, because you see stones, they are gold. Just, you see the video, I sent it with the other number.
Now. I'm looking at it.
Yes.
It's like
yes. I don't know if it's
golden stones on the ground. Okay.
Yes. But I had a friend from that area where there is war now, and he told me this many years ago, over 20 years ago, that things like this exist. Before I saw this video, he told me sometimes if it's raining, you can easily see stones that are gold. I don't know if it's real.
Yeah,
so, but what I want to talk about is,
see, when it comes to these mineral resources like gold, uranium, diamond, and what have you, they did there is there is a movie called The Blood Diamond, I think.
Yes.
It was made,
I don't watch movies.
It was actually made because of the resources of Congo. They are that rich, man. They are.
Yes.
But the poverty in that
So, my
place,
sorry.
gosh.
Yeah. My brother, I want to talk about two things.
Go on.
Okay. One is, I don't know what happened. Our Kenny is no more talking. Are you hearing me? Our Kemi, the UK tourist.
Kemi only uses, she actually talk about Nigeria, right? But it's just that because we're in the age of internet, okay, social media. Whenever she's, whenever she's talking about, she talks mostly about the UK. And when she's saying that, she only uses Nigeria as a bad example of how a country should never be run. And every time she makes that statement, she uses her own personal experience. It's not as if like Kemi will just wake up and start talking about it. She doesn't really care about Nigeria.
No.
It is us
I want to say
remember that when she became the leader of the conservative in the UK, it was this Ronukus in Nigeria and some Nigerians that started celebrating it. I was like, why are you celebrating that? Kemi became a leader of a conservative. She doesn't give a damn about Nigeria. She doesn't identify as Nigerian. Only for them to start receiving the matches that, if you need a bad example of a country, Nigeria. She doesn't give a damn about Nigeria.
I want to say something that are people that are listening that Kemi does not hate Nigeria.
She doesn't.
I want people to understand that. Kemi, it's just like a Nigerian. It's one of us that is seeing how these people they are destroying our country. And she never had a voice. Now she has a voice. You understand? She's just an angry Nigerian, just like you and me.
Yep.
Who knows what's going on? So now she has a voice and she can say whatever she wants. She can, she kind of provoke those people that are leaving us. That's what she's doing. Not that she hates Nigeria. No. She's just an angry, Nigeria who knows what is happening, who is now living in the Western world, who knows how a country should work, who knows that this country that is now about to leave is a poor country. But where we are coming from is a rich country. We should live even more than people more than people in Dubai.
Fortunately,
a Nigerian should be qualified at least to get at least 5,000 euros every month. Compared to what we have. And the second thing again, I want to say, I want to remind some of our people when they call in. There are things here that create problems for us. We are here to enlighten our people. Don't come here and say we should bomb somewhere. No. We're not into that. Because we are living in the Western world. This will create problems for us and they'll begin to see us as people who make problems. We're not making problems. We just want our people to know what's happening. So please always remind our people to be moderate with their words.
Exactly.
I beg.
I know. I wish I could be minds and then but thank you so much for saying that. It's very, very, very crucial. Okay. Thank you so much for that contribution as well, right? You stay safe. See, there is a part of this broadcast that I forgot to say something on, and now that we are talking about how the Western world probably sees Nigeria and what have you. Okay. See, you remember that the executive order of Donald Trump suspended the. Give me a second. The executive order of Donald Trump suspended the money being given to the NGOs all over the world, including Africa, right? So I have seen a lot of reactions, especially today. It's like this is the time that reality is now settling in. You see, in Africa, there's so much American dollars that is being channeled towards payment for health care, like people living with AIDS, tuberculosis, malaria, and what have you. And you see all these NGOs in Africa, they are living large on this American dollar. That some African countries actually depends, their health care depends so much on the money coming from these NGOs that they don't even mind how corrupt their governments are in Africa. In Nigeria, in 2020, 2023, 2024, over $200 million from the USAID and others entered Nigeria. Okay, they were money meant to provide antiretroviral drugs for the people living with HIV in South Africa, in Nigeria, and other diseases in Africa like that, right? So, to the point that some of these NGOs are living large on this money, okay? Most of the money don't even really reach the population. But now that the money has stopped, those who are working with these NGOs, some of them are going to lose their job. The money will dry up. And Africans are now being made to hate Donald Trump for that. And then you ask yourself, you have Ministry of Healthcare, Abi, Ministry of Health. You have ministers of health. You have budgets that your politicians in Africa are living so large that some of them are even like getting paid more than their Western counterparts. There are African ministers, politicians who are earning more money than Secretary of State in America, Secretary of Health or what have you in the UK or all over the world, right? And yet their people are not seeing the money to actually fund their healthcare. So now they want to make you hate Donald Trump for stopping the money. And then you are not angry with your own government in your country who are spending your money on themselves rather than on you, on your healthcare. I've been reading a lot about it today and I'm like, does this even make any sense? That you are angry that America won't give you the money anymore. What happened to your country? What happened to your government? You know? Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, boss.
Baba,
Hello.
I'm so sorry, right?
Good
I have to keep you waiting. You have been so relentless,
man,
right?
listen.
I'll feel bad if I don't pick your call.
I'm super excited because I've been calling like yesterday. I called like a billion times. Today, like I'm literally calling with 100 phones, so I don't mind how long.
I can see
as
that
long
you
as
are
I
probably
can go
using like
through.
2 phones as well to get through. And I'm like, I
did.
need to pick this call before I call
literally-
it tonight. You have started calling from the moment we started taking calls. Unfortunately, you've not been that lucky, but now you are.
Like, I actually called yesterday from the beginning to the end.
Oh,
I'm
bless you.
doing great. You know, like, so this is the thing, right? When I heard you always talk about this Nigeria with we Nigerians, we have our own problem. Once our person is in power, we can't see the wrong he's doing.
No.
You understand? Until he left the power, they will realize, Yoruba nation, Biafra, and all of this. So this is the thing. Yesterday, someone called and said Tinubu is a God sent, right?
Yes, so
Then,
it was this our brother from the same US anyway, Emmanuel.
Yeah. So I said if Tinubu is a God sent. So what are we going to talk about what are we going to talk about Mayego? That was one question, right? Then the second thing, I heard a girl cut today, and she said, our Baba Tinubu is doing this, is doing that. If Tinubu is really doing what she is thinking Tinubu is doing, how come Tinubu remember Tinubu have been in power for like 2 years now?
Yes.
If I'm wrong, you might correct me.
No,
So
he's
why
been there
can't
for over
Tinubu
20 months now, and in another 3 months, it's going to be like a year. 2 years. Go on.
So how come Tinubu said, all right, let's go to real federalism. Let's just imagine, right? And really do this thing. Leave this task nonsense alone, because at the end of the day, we know what's going to happen with that. What about Calabar Coastal Way? You understand? So that is another thing. And this is the thing. You know why? And another thing I noticed too, 2027 is fast approaching.
It is.
You see, all those Ecuadorians, they are not pretending to be they are not pretending to be advocates, and they are not calling in your shows, pretend like Obi is this. But remember, if Obi was a Northerners, Fulani, the Obi message would be eating different, because Obi is an Igbo man. That is the reason why anytime Obi say anything, people always criticize him.
I know.
But if it's an outside man now,
like
the message
triggers them. And I keep wondering that is the man that came third. I've never seen a prominent fourth place person ever, even though we know that it got rigged to that place, right? It was like a fix.
Right.
But the truth is that I've never seen people get so triggered from the walls of somebody who came third. Like, why are they always so triggered? Why?
And okay, but this is another thing too. When as terrible as Buhari was, right? Remember during Buhari time, people were still winning election, right?
Yep.
Regardless. But this time now nobody is winning election anymore. If they don't pick you, you are gone.
That's right.
Regardless how you understand. So and another thing too we have to remember. Let me tell you this quick story. I have a friend of mine in Nigeria. So during Buhari first time, right?
Yep.
So my friend, it was a bachelor. He called me, said, bro, so I want to start a business. I said, how much do you need and what type of business? So he told me this good idea of the business he want to do. He said 5 million. I said, okay, I will help you with 3 million naira. You go get 2 million naira. He did. Right. So he started this business. What was the business? He will buy this Toyota Corolla from the US or used one. So regardless the condition of the car, they will ship the car to Nigeria. He will claim the car. He will go and fix it, do everything, will sell it. So this business, yes. Then he actually wanted to involve me. I said, no, I don't want to be a part of it. I dash you the money, don't pay back, yours too. So this guy started this thing. Before we know, from this guy buying one car, he started buying 2 cars. From 2 cars, he started buying 3 cars. From that one, he got married. Before I know, he said, Oga, thank you, you have changed my life. From one room that he rented flat. So this guy started doing good. And they was having this app.
Even under Buhari, Obi?
Under Buhari first time. Second time now,